Geno King Boxing back in the building, back with some more boxing news. Man, we got Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul going down November 15th. Man, can you believe this fight is actually about to happen? Gervonta Tank Davis, a 135-pounder, is finna fight at 225-pounder heavyweight Jake Paul. Now, there are a lot of stipulations in this fight. I'm hearing that the only way that Nevada will even sanction the fight is if Jake Paul, he has to get down to 175 pounds for him to even be able to participate in the fight. And man, will Jake Paul be able to lose 50 pounds to fight to get down to 175? And another question that is out there. So Tank Davis is gonna go up to 175 pounds. He's 5'5". He's gonna put on 40 more pounds of weight. At 5'5", dude's gonna look like a little bowling ball. I'm just being honest. He's gonna look like a fat bowling ball. You know, I think that's gonna harm him as far as, you know, his future fights if he wants to fight after that. You know, me personally, I think the fight is ridiculous. I think Gervonta Tank Davis should have stayed with Mayweather Promotions. It seems like when he was with Mayweather Promotions, he was on a straightforward path. Yeah, it may have been a little slower, but he would have eventually got to the $50 million, $100 million paydays. You know, now you're rushing a money grab to fight Jake Paul when you really should be rematching Lamont Roach and eventually possibly fighting Teofimo Lopez or Shakur Stevenson for that $50 million to $100 million. You know, that's how I look at the situation. In a real fight, I think this fight is supposed to be an exhibition fight. You know, I had my thoughts on that, and, you know, is it a real fight? Is it gonna go on your record? You know, what if he loses? It's still gonna look bad, you know, and it's a good possibility Gervonta Tank Davis can lose this fight. You know, Jake Paul ain't a walk in the park now. Jake Paul is a seasoned fighter. No, he's not as skilled as Gervonta. We know that, of course, but Jake Paul is big enough and he knows how to fight well enough to possibly beat a super smaller, more skilled guy. You know, just the size and his power is gonna, you know, is gonna be something to look out for Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, so man, it's a lot to play into this. I mean, you know, I'd rather see Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring with a Shakur Stevenson. If he were to fight Shakur Stevenson, that would be huge. I think he could get that $50 million, you know, but, you know, when we get these circus type fights, you know, that's the issue. You know, and hey, I get it, man. It's, you know, a lot of money on the line, but it's going to take a lot of luster off a potential fight with one of those guys like Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez if you lose this fight against Jake Paul, a guy that's been boxing for 10 years, even though he's, you know, a heavyweight still. You know, it's going to look crazy. But, yeah, that's what I think, man. I think Gervonta is moving fast, but, hey, he said he wants to go get that big bag. I don't blame him for it, man. I just hope he comes out on top. You know, can he beat a Jake Paul? Yeah, he can beat Jake Paul. His skill set will allow him to, but, you know, how good is Jake Paul going to come in the fight? You know, he's going to be extra hype. He's finna fight Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, you know, you got to give all the praise to Jake Paul, man. He didn't put himself in a great position financially, being able to climb the ladder of boxing and fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Yeah. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this upcoming matchup. Javante Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. This is Geno King Boxing. Y'all press that subscribe button, press that like button, and I'm out.